Hi, good dog girl. Come in.
How do you feel?
I feel very in command. No. Thank you.
So what would this usually used to look like?
I would never be able to open the door. It's always the window. So normally, yeah, it would be, let me turn off the rain delay for the playoff game. Anyway, hi, I love the good dog. Let me just say that. But normally it would be me picking up scoundrel number 2, Terri, and body blocking Bindi from the door, like, no, 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 and, you know, raising my voice quite a bit and becoming insane. Normally it would be, okay, pick him up, take him into the back room, but it isn't happening that way anymore. And I'm very happy. Very good. And look at Sir Bites a lot. He's looking at you like, I see bare feet, ankle. Never mind, I'm going to turn away.
So talk about that, like what used to happen with him.
Terri, madman. I could have people come in and hysteria would break out. And this blood-curdling, barking, howling cry would come from him, and he would pounce on his victim. Usually low, because they're ankle biters, right? And not let go. I mean, I had a friend next door, God love her, she was visiting for a second, and it was like he sort of gave in, but then he sprung attack, chased her up onto the chair, literally, onto the arm of the chair. He wouldn't let go.
But have you had people come over since then?
Yes, I have. Actually, on Sunday, he was crashed out. She was like, but she didn't ring the bell, but she came up and they knew it, and Bindi, I think, stayed on her place, and we chatted. She sat in here, and I've had other people coming over, ringing the bell. One bell ring, no barks, or one bark from Bindi. He hasn't budged. He maybe sits up, like, my old brain says I should be doing something. What did I used to do? Thank you for the lobotomy on him. I know that's what you did. You have to edit that out. They didn't really. But seriously, you know, I've got a card for you guys too, so before I forget.
Oh my God.
Laura's behind the camera, by the way. So this is one awesome experience. I say it in the card, I've said it on Facebook, and I'm telling my friends, I think I've got my life back, and even though I know I have a few months of really militant living with their militant, not, you know, my militants, they're listening to the rule. They're listening to me. So I'm just, everybody thinks it's a miracle. I think it is. You know, who knew? Look at them. I mean, I just am astounded.
And they used to get into it together.
Yes. Yes. Just took a little anxiety to change the dynamic, and Bindi felt as though she'd need to correct him. And her corrections were very costly, and I'm telling you, probably $4,000 worth of bills. But now I know, especially because she's wearing the collar, I can be, they're not alone. I'm with them, and it's very controlled, so that if they do get excited and I watch their behavior, I can give her a little reminder. But I don't let them get excited. That's the other key thing.
How about the walk? Are you having fun?
Oh, the walk is totally great. And I mean, they were doing way better anyway before, because I adapted them to the prong collar. And I hook them both to my nerdy fanny pack because Grandma has sore hands that are getting treated, so from intense dog walking and grabbing the leash. So they are now, they're very easy to correct, and just a pop. He's the one I keep in check because I don't want his excitement to set her off. Much, much better, and I try to make it a point to give them an evening walk where there are a lot more people out walking their dogs. But I make sure that we walk on the busy streets because I like the distraction. We stop at all the corners and the traffic lights, and he's learned to sit on when we stop. And it's the cutest thing. They both sit there and they look at me before we go in the backyard because we leave and enter that way, and I have them sit and stay while I open the gate and I drop their leashes, and they're just sitting there like obedient little school children. Bless you. I just go on and on when I'm telling people how good they're being and how they're listening, and I can't say how much that has affected me and changed my whole world.